What's up? You already know we got the DropTheJewels boys in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got my brother D Phlo.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
let me tell you something, boy. Always good to see you. And we got one of the most special guests, D Phlo. We was had on the episode before. We did our thing, but we actually got him in person. We actually got him here. The man who created, the man who came up with something that never been done, the Jerziiheadz. How it feel, man? What's up? Y'all see what's going on? We got the man himself came up with the creativity, the creative mind to come up with something that never been done. Y'all see it? How it feel, man? We appreciate you coming on. Yes, indeed.
What's up, D Phlo? How you doing today, my brother?
Doing great. Jerziiheadz.
Jerziiheadz, the one and only, the man behind the scene, the man who came up with the creativity, the man who came up with the thought and put the motion in perspective. See, one thing I gotta get into D Phlo before we get into too deep, but I gotta say, when you come up with something in your mind, some people ain't gonna see your vision. Execute it and make them see it. Execute it and make them see it. One thing, we have so many visions, but we don't put it in perspective because we're afraid if people gonna see what we see and if they gonna rock with what we rock with. But one thing I know about God is he said, I would send strangers to support you before I send family members. So it's not about who gonna support you around you. It's about who God gonna bring and send to you, who gonna support you forever. Talk to me, D Phlo.
That's facts. That's facts. There's so many people who have like great ideas, unique ideas, and they just never do nothing with them. They just hold on to it and just never do it. So I definitely congratulate you for taking a unique idea and believing in yourself enough to go ahead and put it out there and try something new, something that hasn't been done. Because the greatest things in the world are things that haven't been done. There's so many people who are in their basement just holding on to these ideas and like, or rappers who have 1 million songs and never put them out. It's like, you got to put that shit out. You got to put your ideas out, and you put it out. And we did the last podcast, I'm not sure which episode it was. We probably about 5, 6 episodes ago, and then we wore the Jerziiheadz. And
It was actually 37.
It was 37, so you know exactly. So he knows his shit.
He knows.
So,
I'm a fan though.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So episode 37, and you know, when I saw him, I was like, damn, this is a dope idea. And then we got these ones right here. So if you can see the hats we're wearing right now, fire as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Most definitely. We got
my daughters on it, and that was dope because you know we gave you the creative freedom to make it how you want. You chose some dope shit, though. You chose some dope shit.
Most definitely.
And it's a dope design. And the one you did for Funny Mike, and
sick, man. Hold tight, man. Let me show the world, man. Let me tell you something, man. He put his foot in this shit, man. Hey, we talking about one of a kind, the sickest that ever did it. I'm talking about a man who had to go through trials and tribulations, who did time in a penitentiary, who still trust and believe that God saw the vision. He saw the vision. He came home and listen, what he got, the little what he have, the people who he have around him and the people he have supporting him. He showed that, man, listen, man, all it takes for me to trust and believe in a man up above and put me around some people who really love me, because it's hard to find real, true love. People love you as far as you could do for them. But when you find people that love you when you can't do for them, when you can't give them, but love you because who you is and a person you are, man, that shit's special. But look, listen, man, Funny Mike. Come on now. We see what you doing and we see how you doing it. We see you come from BR, come from nothing, and put in the work to get to where you at. And what you doing, man, listen, the man himself, Jerziiheadz, not that he just created the one with Johnny Dane, put the bling bling in his mouth. But we talking about the one and only when he put the family. I'm talking about the family. I'm talking about the wifey, the kids. I'm talking about that. That shit mean everything.
Yeah.
Listen, I know how much your family and your son and your daughters mean to you. To see somebody take the time out to put a guy in his family on it,
Right.
And that just showed me that, man, listen, that shit priceless. It's hard to find real true family, D Phlo. And that's why I embrace my mama and the people that I have in my corner, because it's not about the love. It's about the love, but it's not about the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the money. Man, listen, man. Before he gave me anything, that nigga showed me a lot of love. And that shit was worth more than money.
Appreciate you.
And guess what? I want you to know we gonna keep winning, because this shit not built off of money. This shit built off of love, man. I love you like a big brother. I know I can beat you. But shit, I love him like a big brother.
I don't know. He
G,
might
but-
be able to beat you.
Man, that
I don't
nigga-
know.
I put that nigga in the head. And that nigga won't never come out, man. I would, man. Listen, man. But listen, man. What made you come up with that?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you.
You know, growing up, man, I always been without. You know what I'm saying? My mother was always a single parent, and
Talk a little louder, baby.
my mother was single parented, and I ain't never had my father there, and I hated to see my mama struggle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dreams came along with that poverty. You know what I'm saying? Not having nobody there but her. You know what I'm saying? When Mother's Day came, I appreciate her. When Father's Day came, I appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? She was a blessing to me. So that's where my dreams came from. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ever want to see my mama struggle no more, because it was hurtful. You know what I'm saying? Seeing her to have to do all the responsibility as a woman, and be there for me and be there for my sister at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I when I was growing up, and we really didn't have no bed frame, and
You can pull the mic closer too.
okay, we really didn't have no bed frame in the house. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't really have no water to flush the toilet with. You know what I'm saying? So we had to go down there and go fetch some water for, you know what I'm saying, and be able to do everything that we could, you know what I'm saying, to survive. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of my dreams came from. You know what I'm saying? Because I never want to see my mama have to go through that again.
Most definitely.
You know, there's two ways you can look at that. A lot of people could be motivated by it, like you were motivated by it. A lot of people could be broken down by it, you know what I'm saying, and have traumas they deal with, which I'm sure, we all do. But you decide to take that motivation and say, I want to do better. I want to provide for her and provide for my kids. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I definitely have kids.
Yeah, so provide for your kid, you know what I mean? So I definitely, appreciate that type of perspective, that mind state.
Appreciate it.
Most definitely. So, if we gotta ask him, man. So you the oldest?
I'm the youngest. I'm the only boy.
You the only boy. So how many
Kid,
siblings, man? You gotta excuse me.
Yeah,
That's some shit in me.
I got two sisters. Matter of fact, my sister right now in the hospital, she been having a lot of strokes and a lot of heart attacks, man. That's why I'm hungry.
Most definitely, man. Sorry to hear that.
She just let me know today that she was in the hospital. So tomorrow I will be making a visit to see her. You know what I'm saying? Because she in Clear Lake. My sister, she been my father, basically my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Seeing her have to go through that is hurtful. You know what I'm saying? And she just flatlined probably about a month ago. You know what I'm saying?
Most
I
definitely.
spoke out to you.
Yeah, you told me. You showed me. I saw that video when I FaceTime you and stuff. Man, I want to send my prayers out to your sister, and hoping God be able to, not be able to, but God will do things and work in mysterious ways to be able to strengthen her and make sure that He give her everything that she desires to stay here long enough to see your dreams, your aspiration, develop. And sorry to hear that, but
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why you need to go hard. One of the reasons why is you need to understand that every move that you make, not just gonna hurt you, but it's gonna hurt your sister, the ones that trust and believe in you, the ones who was that father figure, the one who gave you that mentor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So by you being the youngest of two or three siblings and two girls, and you the baby boy, so that let me know you was soft, nigga. That let me know you was soft.
In concrete, huh?
Yeah, concrete ain't soft. But that let me know you was soft, man. And when it hurt, I gotta ask you this, because I had my father, but I didn't have my father. I had him when it came down to giving, but I never had him physically when it came down to loving. Have you ever had your father in any way? D Phlo had his father. D Phlo had a chance to experience. His dad is still living. D Phlo daddy came, I want to say like a year ago, to Houston and hung out and different things. So he don't know what it is to not have the father present. Have your dad ever told you he love you?
Not when I was young. I mean, you know, it's crazy because like when I was young and I would always hear, I had friends who didn't have their father in their life. I used to be like, damn, I wish that was me. And that's crazy because the way he treated me. You know what I mean? And now we've overcome that shit. But I was always thinking like, is that so bad? Because I didn't understand what it's like to have that loving father who was going to say, I love you and be there for you. Like my dad was just crazy. You know what I mean? But you know, when you grow up, you realize you start to understand why they were like life is hard. You know what I'm saying? And some men can deal with it, and some of them gotta do extracurricular things to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that. Now I do. But at the same time, I can now that I meet, getting to know a lot of people doing the podcast, I realize that is a big thing though. You know what I'm saying? So to answer this question, did you have your father in your life?
I never had my father in
Never.
my life.
Nah, have you ever met him?
Nah, I met him, but it was more of on his way out. You know what
Really?
I'm saying? I had to learn to forgive for myself. You know what I'm saying?
He passed?
Yeah, he passed. He gone.
How long ago was this?
When COVID came out.
When that was?
20?
20 what? 20?
Yeah,
Huh?
2020.
2020.
2020? It been 5 years ago since COVID?
5 years ago.
Damn.
Well, it lasted a couple years.
Huh?
It lasted like 2 years.
It last 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
how was that? How did that closure help you elevate when? Because a lot of people can't forgive and forget all the. See,
Pause right there. I'm gonna fix his mic because I want to be comfortable.
man, that nigga sound like he sitting there like he's square now.
No.
That nigga nervous, man.
I ain't
Man,
nervous.
get your ass up to the mic.
I ain't nervous. I'm ready to perform.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Very observative. Thank you.
All right, D Bro. Listen, so we left off at how big of an impact, how much it helped you to forgive, to elevate in your life. Because man, let me tell you something. I know God came and talked to me. He said, Desmond, you want to elevate, but order for you to elevate, you have to forgive your father. And that's one of the hardest things, man. Being a man. Listen, our number one rule to being a man, D Phlo, is providing. We forget all the other things because the first thing we know is to provide for what we love. But we forget the other things because we chasing providing. Do you know a lot of times we forget to love because we providing. We forget to show affection because we providing. And don't get me wrong.
I get lost in that shit too.
You get lost.
I understand what it's like.
That shit.
But you know what it is? When you're a kid, you don't understand that. That's the problem. When you're a kid, like if your parents are buying you stuff, cool. But if they're not, like you see them always out doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand like that. You're just not there. The kids really want the time, just like your girl really wants the time. It's not only about the money. The pursuit of money can blind us from what we really need in life, what we really want to give in life, even to ourselves too, though. Because if all we worry about is money, then how much time do we have to give to ourselves or to anybody around us?
So how important it was for you to forgive?
It was very important to forgive.
Yeah.
God got the final say so he always wanted me to do things like in a positive way. So
In his way.
Yeah, he been a blessing to me. I can't say I would never made it this far without him. You know what I'm saying? Just like, he removed all the negative people out of my life, he replaced them with all the positive people. And I want to appreciate y'all for being here by my side. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be in the front and the back, but it's another thing to be beside me 100%, like y'all been since the day one, since I met y'all. So I just want to let y'all know, man, I'm very thankful. One thing, a lot of people come on here and make it about themselves, but you know, it takes a team. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan couldn't do nothing without Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying?
Not just Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman,
Come on,
Steve
keep
Kerr.
going.
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
You talking about
You
some
know,
best of the best.
team.
It take a team to win a championship.
Right.
It take one player to win an MVP.
Come on.
It take a team to win a championship.
You can't do it
But
by yourself.
You can't do it by yourself.
Right.
But I want to say one thing, man. I see you walked in with a special person. I said a special person because a lot of men don't show up to the podcast with a special person. He showed up with one that looked like she was his queen. And I want you to tell the world, man, what type of person that you have in your corner, what it took to what she did to help you, what it's gonna take for to keep her, and what it's gonna take for to show her why you is and why you worked it up with you, who you is and who you present yourself with. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of
Well, first of all, who is the special person?
yeah, who that?
So for the viewers,
You said what?
who is the special person
For who?
that
For
that you brought with you?
Special person is always God first.
No, I'm talking about that you came here with.
Who you came in with?
Oh yeah. My special person that came with was my girl, my wife.
Most definitely. How important that is moving forward to have somebody in your corner to support you.
It's definitely a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can make it about me, but it ain't really about me. Because most of all, she been there for my kids. You know what I'm saying? When I'm down, you know what I'm saying, somebody else pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all won. And when y'all won, you know what I'm saying, when one person can't produce or come through and deliver, the other person come through and do what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I, to be honest with you, she been playing both roles for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, you know, and I didn't take care of business like I was supposed to as far as my kids, and I regret that because, like you said,
could never regret what God showed you. Listen, man, you understand me? It's times that I couldn't provide. It's times I fell short in life. It's times that I didn't know how I was going to get the things that I told my children that I wanted to give them that they was holding me accountable for. Listen, man, I don't know. That's why I think,
first of all, shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out.
Being there for
man,
her.
listen.
For you, for the kids.
Well, I got to
How
tell
many
you
kids you have?
I got 3.
3 kids.
Boy, one thing about I gotta say it. I gotta give it to the mama. They winning every fucking day of the fucking week, every day of the year, every day of the fucking century. They winning. Dad is good, but it ain't nothing like a fucking mama. Mama don't give a damn what daddy say. Mama gonna make it happen. Mama don't care what she gotta do. Mama gonna provide. Mama don't care what daddy, who don't show, who don't give a fuck. Mama gonna give. And that's one thing. I don't know if my mama ever sold her pussy, but she showed up. I gotta be honest. I don't know what mama did.
Hey, let's not think about that.
Man, I gotta be honest, D Phlo. You would never know the extra things mothers do to provide for their kids. I can't say that. I don't want the world to think that my mama didn't do what she did to give to me. Listen, man, I don't want to think that way, but it's mamas that's willing to sacrifice their body, their spirit, their mental health to do what it got. To do what it takes to give to their kids. Man, let me tell you something, man. When you looking at your mama, you're not looking at no father. A father could just skirt, man, a ski, and that's a wrap. We talking about a mama that gotta be with you for 5 to 6, 7 months to show you how to be able to walk, be able to how to talk, be able to show you how to piss, be able to show you how to change your tampon, change your pampers. I don't take nothing away from daddy, but mama show you a lot of things. Mama gotta go through situations. Mama the one that gotta give you everything. Listen, I don't take away from what you did and what the things that I did. D Phlo, you a hell of a father. I'm a hell of a father, but mama had to go through some trials and tribulation. Mama willing to sacrifice any and everything to be a mother. Mama, I don't know what you had to do, but mama, I thank you for the times you had to provide. Mama, I thank you for the times you wiped my hands. Mama, I told you I was going to jail. Mama, I didn't know I was going to make it out. Mama, I couldn't make bail, but mama said I'm going to get you out of trials and tribulation. My mama pray for me every day. Mama, Even with me praying, D Phlo, even with me being the motivation, you know, my mama still prayed for me. Even though I pray for me. My mama prayed for you.
About to say she prayed for me too.
Pray for you, even when you
Pray for me
praying for
too.
yourself. My mama
Hey.
prayed for him, even when he praying for yourself. So one thing I want to say, man, to you queens, to you young lady, to you hell of a mothers, to you all, man, listen, I love father. I'm a father, but I ain't got shit on a mother. And I want you young ladies, to you queen, to know one thing. Even if you fall short, you still winning. Even if you couldn't give, you still gave. Even if you didn't know how you was going to give, you did. Man, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I don't know what my mama did. I don't know. I can't tell you, bro. Mama made sacrifice that you would never know, D Phlo. And I want you to know that. That shit, man, listen, I don't care if my mama was a hooker, drug stripper, or whatever. I love the hell out of her.
She wasn't.
D Phlo, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of people, mothers, that did all kind of things.
Yeah, no.
But it's no judgment when your mama do to provide for her cubs.
For
When
sure.
you can't get rid of that shit, D Phlo. You can't get when you lay down and make that baby, a daddy could go. But a mama can't let go. That's some shit that you gotta cut the you gotta cut the umbilical cord. That shit, boy, cutting ties.
Hey, we cutting it, but they were connected. So let me ask you this. So you were going through something. Do you want to get into that or?
I love to get into it.
So you said that you was going through a time. What was happening with you?
I was going through a rough time, man. I really was. It seemed like everything that I ever did, I failed. You know.
Talk to me, man. I need you to talk louder, nigga. Talk.
Yeah, everything I did, I failed. And also, man, to be honest with you, man, the only thing I ever known is to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my.
That's one of
my
our
go-to.
biggest
That's
So
what-
when you
downfall.
got locked up, it was from selling drugs.
I've been locked up. I've been doing time since the early, like mid-90s, since the mid-90s. You know what I'm saying? So ever since, and I'm 48 now. So the last time I've been locked up, I got out in 2012, and I didn't get in trouble. I 13 years. I ain't doing no wrong. Yeah.
So you've been out for 13 years.
Yeah, I've been out for 13 years.
Okay.
I just got off parole.
Okay.
But even though it seemed like, man, the devil worked in mysterious ways, because I was off parole and the laws, Harris County picked me up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because my charge in Harris County.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My mother stayed out 288 south of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So
they picked you up and you recently went to jail and they had a misunderstanding, a mistake that your charges and your time was served.
yeah, right on.
It was a warrant.
I was discharged. They didn't know that I was discharged since March the 20th, March the 22nd. Matter of fact, March the 22nd. And when they found out I was discharged, then they let me out real quick. Because usually when you get out of Harris County, it take you like damn near 24 hours to get out. But I was out in about an hour.
Most definitely. So going through them situations and the trials and tribulations and everything, man, what one thing would you like to change over the time period of being with your wife? I know you didn't want to hear that. Goddamn, man. What's one of the things that you would love to change to make things stronger between you and your wife? Come on now. We ain't asking no. Listen, man, we got the Jerziiheadz.
Yeah.
One of the best that ever did it. We ain't talking about what it takes to be a man, what it takes, what he fell as a father, but we talking about what it's gonna take, what it took, or what he fell at to become a better husband. A lot of people ain't gonna say, man, I wasn't the best husband. A lot of niggas will sit there and look at the camera and say, I did this, I did that. Nigga, you ain't do none of that.
That's a tough question.
What's one of the things? God dog, bro, listen, you still gonna love me?
It's a dream.
You still gonna love me? Hold on, I still want to make sure. You still gonna love me?
I'ma love you.
All right, so what's one of the things, if you could change, that could have made, would have made,
That will make.
will make a big difference in your marriage? Come on now.
One of the biggest things that I made a mistake as is insecurity.
Man, hold on now.
Insecure.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Because
No,
you know how you
hold on,
know.
hold
No,
on,
that
hold
makes
on.
sense.
Wait now. Wait now. Because they got all kind of shit that's going on now. I got to explain to you. They got Bluetooths if you falling short in stroke.
No, this is what he's saying because he already said it before. He's saying that like when he was going through depression because he felt like he fell short in everything he was trying to do. He was taking so that's where the insecurities comes from.
All right.
So-
So it ain't the pill. It ain't that he can't do what he do.
No,
I mean, I don't know about that.
no,
but
it definitely wasn't that. It was
okay,
that.
but no,
All
I
right,
know,
you-
no, but well, this is
so-
so here's how I take it. All right, I'm gonna just tell you from my perspective. You pulled up here with some dope hats, a whole box, which means you believe in yourself. So the insecurities that you're going through, everybody goes through them. Sometimes I doubt myself, just like sometimes Desmond doubts
Hell
himself.
yeah, I do.
We all do. It's a part of life.
Mhm.
But it's like you do believe in yourself, bro. You know, and it's like you just have to realize that. You have to embrace it and be like, like we said earlier, you took an idea and you created something new, and now you're here. You're investing in yourself. Oh my bad. 1 second.
He invested in himself. Hell yeah. He invested in himself. He come in with the drop the juice, man. Don't talk to me right now. I'm
wait,
in
no.
my zone.
No,
I
no,
might have
you-
to charge him money to talk to me right now. I got
No.
the damn bodyguards
you-
outside. What you want to shot?
Yeah.
Oh, then get that nigga a shot, D Phlo. Then get that nigga a shot, D Phlo. Come on, D Phlo. That
No,
nigga-
you
got that nigga
invested.
nervous,
You
D
you
Phlo.
you
Take a
invested.
shot, D Phlo.
I ain't
Yeah, let's take a
nervous.
shot.
Got that nigga nervous
You
right
always
now.
act like I'm nervous, man.
Because I feel you sweating on the side of me, nigga.
I ain't nervous.
Nah, you invest in yourself. You believe in yourself. And it's like I feel like it's a new chapter for you. I mean, what do you think? Do you feel like because he just asked you a question. You said insecurity. Let's explain that. Like, what do you
What
like,
type of insecurity?
like when you say that? What do you mean?
When I say insecurity, man, you know how you a lot of men will be out there be cheating. You know what I'm saying? And it's really guilt because a lot of people out there doing wrong. When a lot of people out there doing wrong, they think the same thing might be happening to them just because they're guilty. You know what I'm saying? So me, I cheated a lot. I did some disrespectful stuff as a father. I put my kid through a difficult situation, having to watch, you know, me being angry and being upset because I was upset with myself.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I don't want to come here. I want to come here and pretend and
Nah, I'm
No, you
glad
kept it real.
I'm glad you keeping it real. A lot of motherfuckers go through
They wouldn't have
situations,
admitted that.
and a lot of people wouldn't admit that. Man, listen, I gotta get
So
a
how
little.
long ago was
hold on,
that?
D Phlo. Hold on, 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta talk to this nigga. So what? This, cause look, I want you to understand this, man. I'm gonna take me a sip before I ask you this, and I want you to give me the honest truth, you know, cause I love you, and I want the world to hear what's going on. All right, listen to me. Because you fell short, I want you to talk to me now. This shit gonna be tough. Was you abusive? I don't know, nigga. I got my gun on me, nigga. If you think you gonna try me, nigga, I'll put that fork on you. So was you abusive? Because a lot of this shit tough, man. A lot of people fall short in the game. That listen, when you can't provide as a man, you become abusive.
Hey, look, let's not do that. Let's not go there. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his personal business.
I mean, but whatever you want to talk to.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
want to,
I think I answered that question
if
truthfully.
you want to
Okay.
talk, but listen,
I answered it.
Okay, who answered the question? Let me answer the question.
Yeah. Verbal abuse is just like physical abuse.
Okay.
perfect. When the
Okay.
man can't provide, D Phlo,
Okay.
we say, "Oh, bro,
Yeah.
you never said nothing when you couldn't provide."
No, I agree with you. It is.
It's guilt because you insecure and you think that somebody else is high and put you know, you think it's somebody else is better than you, but really they not. It's just a mental thing. It's an illusion. And I think that one of my most disrespectful things for my kids to see me verbally disrespect their mother, and I could have handled the situation a lot better
That's
than
it.
I could.
That's,
No.
that's,
Yeah,
that's,
for
that's,
sure.
That's
I,
what
I didn't want
need.
the reason why I said I
Hey,
want
what
to put him
you
on the
mean?
spot. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? I put him on the-
listen, D
but
Phlo,
no, but
we-
you had the right answer. Verbal abuse. See, I'm gonna tell you why I know that because as a kid,
Yeah.
I've been through physical and verbal abuse, but going through verbal abuse a lot of times is worse. It can affect you. But then again, you know, but we all make mistakes.
Right.
Well, but here's my question: do you feel like you've moved past that that
That's it.
you feel like you moved past
most
it.
definitely, most
I
definitely.
see the mature level.
I mean,
in
you
it.
do feel like you have
Most,
100%.
most definitely, yes, sir.
See, one thing about the world we need to understand: you could make a bad decision, but you could make a change in the decision.
I want to say this. My sons mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And for them to have to grow up and know that, just that little glimpse of seeing that bad side of me,
you, yeah.
I hate that. You know what I'm saying? And now one of my sons, he's a father. You know what I'm saying? I got a grandkid, and it's sad to say that my daughter just turned 21 in May 21st, and I would hate to see somebody disrespect her the same way I disrespect
That's it.
the mother. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what we bring motherfuckers on to drop the jewels for. We bring motherfuckers to keep it real. I don't care about no feelings. No, you got to keep it real.
For sure.
Motherfuckers make mistakes. I made mistakes. I fell short. I told them I couldn't provide. I was in special ed. I lied to my baby mama. But it's about accepting your accountability, understanding as a man, and moving forward as an individual.
And I want to say this, it's a blessing, man, to have this platform to actually let you know that I'm just like everybody else. I put my pants on
The
one leg
same
at a
fucking
time.
way, man.
Right.
One leg at a
Same
time.
way,
I don't
one
want
at
to
a
come
time.
here. I don't want to come here, get behind this
Man, that
mic
nigga ain't
and
special.
pretend. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
D Phlo,
100%.
that's what I love. What you talking about? Talk to me, D Phlo.
Well, so now that you've been through that, like you really feel like you're able to get condolences, like be able to overcome it with with your kids and with your wife.
I don't have a choice because, I can continue to keep it going, and I can pretend to be somebody that I'm not, or I can be real, and give it to God and keep the faith at the same time. Because at the end of the day, man, we all know that God got the final say so.
Right.
And if we claim to be somewhere holy than thou, then we got to make sure we walk that talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fake. I don't want to fake it to make it. A lot of people say that. You know what I'm saying? Use that phrase. But I want to keep it 100 with everybody in the world. That I'm just a human being. I made mistakes. I see my mama struggle. I see my mama go through a whole bunch of different difficulties in life, and I don't want to see nobody else go through the same thing. I wanna do everything in my power to make sure that anybody else that put in the same position, they make the right choice. And that means like kids my daughter age, starting from my daughter age, kids are going through a difficult situation. I want to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's aggressors, there's a victim, at all times, and I want to do everything in my power to make sure that they in a better position, just like I want my daughter to be in a better position at the same time.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I feel like we all make mistakes in life, and that's just how it is. As long as we can grow from it, like an L can either be looked at as a loss or a lesson. If you can learn the lesson from it, I mean, we still can regret. Like you said, you regret some of those things.
Yes,
I regret some of the things I did, but the real truth is, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't do the things I did and go through the things I went through because of the things I did.
Right.
It just creates who you are. And honestly, like if my parents or my dad didn't do the things he did, if my dad didn't do the things he did, I would have. There's lessons I learned from that too. That's just the way it is. It's like the hard truth of life.
Yeah, right.
So do you feel like, as far as like the so let me ask you this: what inspires you to start the JERZIIHeadz? Because nobody was really doing JERZIIHeadz. Like, what was the inspiration of the hats?
I'm gonna tell you something. Is a story that is hard to believe, but I like I said, man, in one of my videos, I said that I'm a dreamer. That's because my mother they never had, but also because I have came up with so many ideas. I got a book of ideas. It's hard, it's really hard to believe, but I definitely got a book of ideas, and I put any inventor in last place because I've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? So, but before I got into JERZIIHeadz, I actually came up with an idea, and I was supposed to come out with it when I got out, and I sent the poster board to my wife, and I sent a poster board to my mother. My mother actually tried to make the idea, and it came out to be a $1 billion idea. And my friend Eric Vega, which I want to thank him for that, man. He been by my side, he been by my side since day one. we had long talks in Ramsey unit, and one of the ideas I pitched to him, he was like, "Man, that's gonna blow up." So right before I got out of LeBlanc unit in Beaumont, it came out on the TV, and it was Dorito taco shells. I had came out with that before he ever came out with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you was thinking of the idea of like taco shells that were Doritos.
And I actually drew it on the poster board. And the people that know me actually know that
Before Taco Bell?
way before Taco Bell, way before Taco Bell, way before Taco Bell. But
Them shits are good.
yeah,
That was a good idea.
you know what? You know what I had it one time, and one of my kids get mad at me. They say, "Oh, we think we're gonna go to Taco Bell and get us some Dorito taco shells." So it was kind of funny, man. They used that to piss me off.
Yeah.
That's a good job, though. You know.
Hey, but you know what? How many times do people have ideas that are like that and they just don't move? We talked about it earlier. They don't move on them, right?
That's crazy.
It's in their bank of thoughts, but they never
All
move
the
on it.
time. I'm a Shark Tank fanatic.
Psh,
All the
There
time.
you go. That's where you can see these types of things happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And like I said, I had way more ideas than this, but I don't want to sit here and make this me taking credit for something that I don't have no proof.
Right.
But I have had.
Yeah.
I'm talking about at least a dozen ideas that came on Shark Tank already. I'm a true inventor. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you invent something, it sticks with you. And one thing it sticks with you in your mind. One thing is stick with you. But another thing is stick with you when it's in your soul. When it's in your soul, it never die because your soul never dies. You know what I'm saying? It never dies. It stick with you forever. So when
So you're saying in a previous life you was an inventor?
it feel like it.
Yeah.
It feel like it.
So you mentioned to me before on the phone that you had a deal that you turned down. Tell me about that. Tell us about that.
Man,
That's
don't be
crazy,
bullshitting,
man. I
man.
forgot
Don't-
about that, but
Don't
yeah,
be bullshit, man. Now you talking about a deal, nigga.
yeah.
Talking about a person, that, man. We poor, man. We ain't trying.
I think it's a idea that everybody know about, but yeah, I turned down a deal. I really wanted to take the deal because I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I'm desperate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really want to do something for my mother. My mother just turned 74, May 23rd.
Wow, that's
That's why I'm hungry. That's what I'm really thirsty about. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to financially do something for my mother and pay off all the bills that she had, pay off my debts that I accumulated over the years.
Right.
But I had to say no. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the deal I turned down was 1.5.
1.5.
Yes, sir.
So
damn, boy.
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
1.5 what?
1.5 million.
Boy, you crazy. Boy, you fucking crazy.
So what was the deal?
Man,
about?
he fucking crazy. I ain't gonna tell him no more.
It's hard.
Boy, you would have changed your life. You would have changed your life. Is it still on the table?
Nah,
Man, is you crazy?
the reason why
Man, listen, man, is the fucking deal still on the table?
the reason why I turned down 1.5
Man,
million.
you crazy.
The reason why I turned
I'll
down.
take 200,000.
Well, let's hear it. What's the reason why? Explain.
200,000, kill that nigga.
What? Oh,
200,000, kill that nigga.
kill him,
Kill that nigga.
bro. Come on now.
I'm just fucking with you. nigga, I ain't gonna kill you for nothing in the world. They can pay me whatever they want to pay me. Nigga, I love you and I know for sure.
Yeah, already.
I need you living.
Yes, sir.
You came up with one of the sickest that ever did it. The
Appreciate it.
Jerziiheadz. Listen, not that you just came up with it. Nigga, you representing that shit. You got to drop the jewels, boy. You got to let it flow. Nigga, come on, get on the other side.
This guy.
We got the one mama.
Don't let him cover up what he just said.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
let him
kill
cover
that
up what he
nigga,
just
kill
said.
that. That nigga made something special. That shit.
But no,
the
no.
Jerziiheadz.
But go ahead. Tell me what you were saying.
So the reason why I turned it down because they wanted to take majority of my business and I'll be working for them. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to worry about my grandkid. I got to worry about my kids. My sons, man, they supported me. You know, although that I made the mistakes as a father, they never held a grudge against me. They always been there for me. My daughter, I'm hard to deal with, so I respect the fact that she has her own opinion about me. But she's
That's the one you. That's the one in college, right?
yeah, the one at
The one you
LSU.
showed me. Where's she going? What school she go to again?
LSU.
LSU. Yeah,
Yeah, she'll be graduating pretty soon.
pretty soon. So what's she going to school for?
She's going to school to be a sports management.
Sports management. That's the one that.
Like athlete management.
Yeah, she's
That's the one with the beautiful hair, the long hair.
yes,
such and
yeah.
such.
She's,
What was the deal for? Like, what were they trying to get?
deal was for a man to pretty much man just making the hats the way they want.
So it was Jerziiheadz.
Yeah, it was most definitely.
So you had a $1.5 million deal on the table for Jerziiheadz.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How long ago was this?
It was probably about like 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Go get the gun. Get the gun.
So you turned it.
Got it.
Okay, but look,
Get the-
what percentage should they want to own?
Gun. We got the nigga right. Chip. We could just gotta understand. But we love him, and I know it's worth that. It ain't worth it.
But you know what? So what was the reason? What was the percentage they were going to own?
75% of
So
the
they were going to own 75%. So you're going to own 25%.
Yeah.
So you're going to
I gotta
get
split that.
1.5 million up front. So basically, your perspective is, I have not. If you're willing to offer me 1.5 million, that means that it's worth at least 1.5 million. But the thing is now I only get 25% of what comes next. So if you make $1 billion, I'm only going to get 250 million when I could be getting $1 billion.
Right.
And we could be splitting that 500.
Right.
So, but what are you gonna? So what is your vision? What's your move to fulfill? Because when somebody's trying to invest 1.5 million, that means that they have the money to put behind it
Right.
to create the vision.
Right.
So how are you gonna create that vision?
So my main objective is to really take it slow and get when I actually got the patent for it, I was told that I need to try to break into a lot of local schools, because it's really difficult because I don't have the licensing. I don't have the licensing.
To get into the schools?
Yeah, to get in the NFL, NBA.
Oh, okay.
All the famous people.
So you need licenses for that.
Yeah, most definitely. I need licensing for that.
Wow.
But it's cool because a lot of schools out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what when it comes to sales and when it comes to marketing, that's my focal point. Just to make sure that I target those people. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that want to have customized, you know what I'm saying, whatever jerseys. You know what I'm saying? And when you break into like the Oilers and to the Spurs and to the Houston Rockets, it's more difficult, you know what I'm saying, because you got to make sure you got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted.
Yeah. So, I feel like social media, bro. The easiest way to get to the schools is through social media.
Okay.
Because they're on social media. All the kids.
Right.
So you got to find a way to reach the youth.
Right.
So you feel like the youth is the number one target audience?
It is, but I guess because I didn't like I said in the very beginning, I sold a lot of dope growing up. So money ain't an objective, you know what I'm saying, when it come to being sincere and genuine. You know what I'm saying? I do this because I love the world. You know what I'm saying? I do this because I love kids. I do this because
you do it because you different. You do it because
no, you do it because that's who you are. You're an inventor.
But it's always
You're an inventor.
it's always an end. It's always a goal. You do it
So
because
what's the
you
goal?
love it. The goal is to be the fucking best.
What's
that
your
ever
goal?
did it.
my goal is to actually
To open up a store, to have these
Look,
custom made.
Let's see what he says.
my goal is to actually be there for kids that got cancer.
Kids that got cancer. And why cancer specifically?
Because I hate the fact that people get something and it's hard to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? When majority of the time, man, it's hard to beat a disease like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Do you have a personal experience that connects you to that? Or?
no, I guess I'm impacted by the actual like visual. You know, seeing kids
With cancer.
hurt.
It's a terrible
like that.
thing.
Yeah, man, it's
Cancer in general is a terrible thing.
right. And you know what? I want to say this too, man. I gotta say this. Thank you, Desmond, for your mother, man. You know what I'm saying? Because his mother reached out, and I'm gonna tell you something. When you know you got a good friend, at the same time, Desmond had called me and say, man, man, link up with me. I'm at my house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, man, I can't wait, man. He got somebody, man, important. He got somebody famous finna meet me, right? So I'm like, man, yeah, I'm waiting to see who he got famous. So I'm thinking all kind of, cause Desmond very popular, man. So I'm thinking like, man, who could he possibly have for me to meet up with, man, for me to see? So I seen a woman get out the car. Finally, we waited for a while. I seen a woman, but I asked him about his mother before that. But I seen a woman get out the car, and I was like, man, she must gonna let somebody out the back seat, man. It's somebody, man, on at least one of those famous BET awards or whatever, man, because that's how Desmond, really though, everybody loved Desmond. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try to see what it. So a lady got out the car, and I was like, he's like, come on. So I was like, damn, she must finna let somebody out the back seat. You know what I'm saying? She a chaperone. But then when he told me it was his mother, and she prayed for me,
Yeah.
she had an anointing oil, man, that changed the game for me, man.
Yeah.
That's priceless, man. You can't find nobody to go have their mother stop what they doing. And we all know it's a lot of, especially a black woman at that. You know what I'm saying? A black woman, she stopped.
my mom.
Black.
She
That was the
came.
same when I met her too.
Yeah, she
I
came
know
through.
exactly that
my mama
experience that you're
came.
speaking
My
of.
mama came through, and she was working, and
Yeah.
I told her I wanted her
Took
to
a break.
pray
No,
for
she was
him.
about to go into
She
work.
took
Come
a
on,
break.
man.
It took a minute.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was bringing D Phlo home because his car had gotten a wreck.
Oh, okay.
And I said I want to stop somewhere.
Okay.
And we stopped at my mama's job on the way to his crib.
Okay.
And my mama prayed for him and talked to him. And every
Yeah,
time
she said something
see
about
him,
that though.
Every time she see him, she pray for him. She talked to him like she talking to me.
She gave me good advice.
She give him.
I definitely, because I lost my mom. My mom
know,
passed
so-
away when I was 22.
So my family
So,
love to see him when he come around.
I don't have family in Houston. I came here to pursue the dream. You know what I mean? So to have someone like her is definitely amazing.
She love him.
Yeah, I love her too.
She might give him better excuse than me. Better ideas,
Advice
than me. I don't know what the hell. I don't get into it. But when Mom Duke came and talked to you, man, the reason why I had my mama come and talk to you because her son could do so much, but where it come from could do do a lot. And my mama talked to him, and he younger than my mom. My mom, my husband, my daddy, they older, but she prayed for him. And the reason why she prayed for him and the reason why it means a lot to me because he's a young man that's looking for fulfilled, looking for something that he lacking in. See, when a young man got so much potential, is a lot of things they lacking in, and he just needs some person to fulfill that want, that need, to desire, to be great. And you know one thing that no matter how much we make, that time my mama taking out with him, talking to him, encouraging him, speaking to him, motivating him, that shit priceless.
It's priceless.
She told him, I'm talking about the Jerziiheadz, the one and only, the special. He bought his queen, D Phlo. Listen, man, he didn't just do Mama this one personal. He did the Drop the Jewels. He did your daughters on one side. He did, man. So I'm talking about this shit. And let me tell you something. Sometimes money can't buy personal relationships. Money can't buy good friendship. Money can't buy realness. Money can't buy honesty. Money can't buy solid.
Genuine heart.
A genuine heart. Listen, I want to, before we get into digging in his ass about how good he got, the things he do, I see he bought, this man, D Phlo, he bought not just Funny Mike and his family, not just Kyron Lacey on the other side, but we talking about he bought Trader Truth, one of the biggest inspirations. I'm talking about ABN, Trader Truth, one of the biggest 713. One of the biggest inspiration when it come down to providing for different cities, different states. The man willing to cut down a tree. The man, Trader Truth.
Personally.
Man, personally. The man, I don't know, he a big guy, but I don't know if Trader Truth willing to dance with a alligator. He a big guy, but he do so much
Dance
for
with alligator?
that I'm talking about tackle that mud.
Mm.
He do so much for the world.
Mhm.
I'm talking about he changing the world. I think he out right now out here. He in St. Louis changing because St. Louis had a big old um tornado storm.
Mhm.
And he out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a big old tornado storm. He out there and I FaceTime
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And he had tree branch and shit all in his. I'm like, man, not true the truth with all the things that he have, all the things he accomplished, but to see a man to get to where he
Right
at
on.
and still willing to risk
on.
everything to help a different city, different state. He not even from. He from that long on, but he out there in that on St. Louis
Right on.
to
Yeah, that's
show
real.
where he willing to capable. The man came through with Trader Truth. And not just Trader Truth. One and only. One and only. The Drop the Jewels boy. I don't give a damn. He ain't come with nobody. He came with the Drop the Jewels. Man, we got the beautiful young ladies, the D Phlo daughters
Right on.
on east side.
Right.
And then we got D Phlo and me, the
Right.
Drop the Jewels, the one and only.
Number
Man,
one.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Man, to see that, to feel that, to be in that category with Funny Mike, Trader Truth, Drop the Jewels, the up and biggest podcast, speak the word, spread the word, say what we do wrong, say what we did right, say how the queens rule the world, how the men just only need to follow and trust and believe in a woman that they love.
Yes, sir.
This guy told to me,
So coming from that perspective, how much has God impacted your life?
He impacted 100%. I gotta say that. I wouldn't be here standing here having a conversation with y'all if he didn't touch me, man, touch my heart, touch my soul. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about God, man, when he got a plan for you, he in control. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way. We can work all kind of wheels. We can work black wheels, wood grain wheels. We can work all kind of wheels. We know we're in H-Town, you know what I'm saying? We know we're in H-Town. That's why I'm speaking from my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was raised 288 south of Houston, Texas, man. And my T. Jones still reside there ever since, man. But I've been at the bottom, and I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, God got the final say so. You know what I'm saying? And he been good to me. He been good to everybody that I know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for him, man. I'm thankful for the struggle. I'm thankful for the hard times. I'm thankful for him making me fall face first. You know what I'm saying? I have to get right or back up. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got this far.
Oh, definitely. I got a question, D Phlo. I gotta ask him. I want him to look in that camera and tell me. He came in with a very special person. This shit mean a lot because men only get as far as the woman they have in their corner, the woman that they have in their life, the woman that they have in their perspective. I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna give you too much time.
Come on with it. Come with it.
I'm gonna give you some time though. I want you to say. I'm gonna give you 20 seconds
Come on with it.
to say how much your wife. 60 seconds? That D Phlo, that's too much. That's too much. 60 seconds? All right, give you 60 seconds, nigga. To tell me how much, how important, how much you love your queen, how much she mean to you, how much you love her, and how much you wouldn't trade her in the world for nothing. Shit, 60 seconds, nigga. I need you to look in the camera, nigga. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I was expecting you to come in with a black lady, but then you came in with a different race. You know, I ain't used to that because where I'm from, we never dated outside race. When I got to Houston, I saw it was popular, and I saw that it doesn't matter what color, who they is, every woman have a heart and it's about what pleasing to you and how much they love you and willing to make an impact to you. You got 60 seconds to look that camera in the eye and say how much your queen, your one and only, your wife, the one that I do, for that do us apart, how much she means to you. Don't tell her how much she means to you because you love me, but how much she means to you because you love her.
I want to start this off by saying that I appreciate, man, because my mother was married to my stepfather from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? From Louisiana.
Louisiana, nigga. You
Louisiana.
stick around.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm from
Fuck
Texas,
up my
man.
shit, nigga.
I'm from Texas, man. But Louisiana. And he was good to my mother. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as
Your wife.
my wife, yeah, my wife, we've been through some struggles, man.
Man, you not saying how much you love her.
I know. I'm finna get to that.
Get to that shit, then, nigga.
I'm finna get to that. Yeah, I love my wife, man. She's been good to me. She's been good to me. We went through our struggles. I met her. It's probably 23 years ago, going on 24. We've been together for 24 years in November of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be 24 years.
How much she helped you?
She helped me a lot because I made a lot of mistakes, man, by trying to do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
But
It didn't work?
it didn't work.
So you started doing it God way.
God way, but that was her way.
Most
It
definitely.
was her and God way.
And how far did you get?
I'm still going through the results. You know what I'm saying? But
Are they
her way is
better?
the best way.
It's better than your way.
Most definitely.
Oh, we all.
She has a successful business right now.
What that business is, man? We wanna.
Superb Beauty.
So what that is? Talk to me.
It's a Superb Beauty. She an esthetician, and she does a lot of business for the Hill Country in Kerrville, Texas.
Okay. So where can we find that? Do she have an Instagram?
Oh yeah, most definitely. She
So
got
tell us her Instagram.
Superb Beauty is her Instagram.
All right. And so she out there. Where's she located?
She located in Kerrville, Texas.
All right. She do a hell of a job. 1
Most-
to 10. 1 to 10.
It's obvious she do a good job because she carrying the weight.
She carrying the weight. It look like you got all weight on you.
She carrying me and that at the same time.
So look, if I
Ain't no
if me-
footprints in the
if me
sand.
and D Phlo went over there, can we get that? Can we get right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Y'all love her.
Most
so.
definitely. Y'all heard what she said. His beautiful, his queen. She got one of the best out there. If y'all don't know it, y'all better look up. Her Instagram would be in the Her Instagram would be in the bio, man. She ain't just carrying his weight. She carrying her weight and his weight. There's a lot of young men that are afraid to take the perspective of with their girlfriend, their wife, their fiance, or just their friend telling them, I want to tell you something. Every time I did it my way, that shit failed me.
No, I was about to say that too. I ain't gonna lie. No, for real. You said it earlier. I mean, a lot of women be like, "Oh, I want a man who's a leader." But the thing is do a woman really want a leader? Because women, they already know what the hell they want to do. So it's like, what you want to eat? It don't matter what you want to eat. You're gonna eat what your girl wants to eat. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is, who's the leader? And the real reality, so it's like you have to know when to allow your girl to lead. You have to take your time to lead, but you have to know that if you want to just only be the leader and do it, like you said, do it your way, you're gonna keep running into walls because your girl is seeing a different perspective. That's why God created man and woman. It's not about the man should just be the leader or the king. I mean, you should be the king, but your queen, in all reality, the queen makes a lot of the decisions if you look into history. So you have to allow your queen to have some control too.
I'm cool with that. But I just feel like, a lot of times, man, my situation, I was in a bad predicament. I hate that I was in a bad predicament. I hate that I became in a situation where I had no choice but to become homeless. You know what I'm saying? I was homeless.
You was homeless?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
How long ago was this?
It was probably about 4 months ago.
4 months ago,
But-
being homeless.
What I see is somebody who's pushing hard no matter what's going on.
Definitely.
I see somebody who's overcoming no matter the circumstances. We all go through things. And I don't judge nobody.
Right.
I judge people. If I'm going to judge somebody, I'm going to judge somebody on their spirit and their heart. And the people who give up,
Damn, boy. Hey, man, say, man, you been around Big T 28, boy. You been around your brother.
I seen that. I
You
seen
Yeah.
that.
you saw that?
I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Come on,
I seen
man.
that.
You
I
know,
seen that. I felt
listen,
that
man,
when
we
he said
can't
that.
judge you off of with your appearance, the things that you have, the things you don't have, the things that you want. We gonna judge you off the relationship that you have with God, the type of heart you have, how you treat your family, how you treat your mother, how you treat your kids. I know you want. Come on, man. We ain't gonna judge you off the Lambo, off the ride, off the whip, off the
Right.
crib. We gonna judge you off that.
Yeah, D Phlo, man.
See,
D
D
Phlo.
Phlo, what they say, D Phlo, you ain't gonna judge him off that hard.
D Phlo, you man, you're a legacy, man.
What you mean your legacy?
Man, he's somebody, man, that actually, and don't get me wrong, we
Man, listen, man.
Hold on, let me
I ain't
finish.
mad at you. You know
Nah.
what you got to
Let me
do.
finish.
Hey, what's D Phlo is me.
Yeah,
With
thank
me
you,
is
thank
D Phlo.
Thank
So
you.
I don't care
appreciate
what
that.
it is.
Well, what was you saying? What was you saying? Go ahead.
I'm glad he said that because it's great observation,
Mm-hmm.
most definitely. But at the same time, man, I think you D Phlo, man, because man, your intelligence and your articulation, man, your creativity, man, your drive, is priceless, man. You can't stop that, man. At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, to me, it's like Miami Vice. You know what I'm saying? You know how Miami Vice back then in the days, man, they was powerful, man. I had to turn on the tube. I'm old school, so
Right.
I had to turn on the tube, man, and I seen that. I was like, man, goddamn, man, I gotta watch that next weekend after that. That's how I gotta watch you and Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's
D Phlo,
contagious. It's
D Phlo,
contagious.
Listen, man.
Right.
D Phlo
That's what we're going for.
Right.
Oh, it's contagious.
D Phlo have a big impact and big impact in my life. I wasn't shit before I met him. I was becoming a person, but by me meet him and we starting a podcast and getting to know each other and grow to know each other, he helped me become the man that I am. There's a lot of times that I want to fall short that I thought about giving up, but D Phlo told me why and reason why I should not and what I should do and what it's gonna take to become that person.
Right.
Listen, man, I can't take all the credibility of who I am. I give responsibilities and I give love to the people who developed me.
Well, I can't either,
God
because
developed me, but they created me. God, no, well, they created me, but God developed me. God showed
no,
me.
God created you. I helped develop you.
You helped develop me.
And God created me, but you helped develop me. See, that's the thing about life. I could have met Desmond, and I could have did one interview with him on Let It Phlo, and I could have told him he want to do another one because I don't really interview people like back to back. I could have been like, we'll talk later, and we could have cut off. But I made the decision
Man, I
in
told
life.
that nigga next day, man. I swear to God, that when we did the first podcast, I swear on everything. I looked that nigga in his eyes and I turned my head. I said, "Listen, bro." I said, "I don't know what you got going, but I said God about to do something for us." I looked back in that nigga eyes and told him, I said, "God about
We went
to
the
bless us."
first podcast we did. We got millions of views on multiple clips,
Multiple
and I didn't even know him.
He didn't know me.
This is the day I met him. I met him
the day I
here,
met him.
just like how I just met you. That's how I met him in the pot and here in this room, and we got millions of views.
Right here.
And I was like,
When I walked out the door, I said, "Listen, bro." I said, "God about to bless us." He said, "Man,
I didn't even barely believe in
He
God
didn't believe. He didn't know what.
at
Tell
that
him how
time.
many
This
times
is
you
a
went
year
to church.
ago,
Tell him how many times you went to church
like
before.
3 times in my life.
When he met me and I told him I'm doing a Trade the Truth event, that nigga came to church. I watch it. D Phlo, how many times you show up and you the only white boy?
Every time. But it doesn't matter. I don't see
That's what I'm
race
saying.
is like I said earlier, but if I'm gonna judge somebody, it's gonna be out spirit and heart. It's not off race or money or religion or whatever the fuck or political. It's about who you are, and I can read that.
Listen,
I feel like you
if
can too.
You told me you didn't like him, you would never be able to be around me. He showed up to church where it was all black folks. At the Trade the Truth event, he was the only white boy. Man, they'd have said he couldn't come in, I would have walked off the stage. because it ain't about his color. It's about who he is as an individual.
Yeah, come on.
Man, if they would have shut the door on him,
Come on,
they would
man.
have shut the fucking
Come
door
on.
on me. When I met him, I told him, I said, listen, man, any situation that we go through, I'm willing to stick it out. I'm willing to go through it. Man, the man was going through hell and high water, but I didn't turn my back on him because when I say I'm your brother through thick and thin, no matter the trials and tribulation. Hey, if you going through it, I'm going through it with you. If you going through the trials and tribulations, I'm dealing with you. Mama, wipe the tears. Mama, wipe the face. Man, that man said he wanted to see his son. You know what he just told me? I ain't going to even get into that, but I got to say it to you because I love you. He said, Desmond, I'm going Thursday to pick up my son. I said, shit, why you didn't tell me? He said, my girl going with me. I said, man, what the fuck you mean? It's bittersweet because I know how much he loved his son. And I told he said, man, it's a 16-hour drive. I said, I would cancel everything that I have in me that I had to do to take that ride with you, because when you trust and believe and you know how much a person means to an individual, it doesn't matter what it might cost you. You gotta rock with that person.
I haven't seen him in 3 years.
That motherfucker told me he was going to
3
get
years.
his son 16 hours. You know what I told him? Motherfucker, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
He said, my girl come out. I said, shit, I can't compete with that. But to see him to go and get that Thursday to bring his son back, man, that shit gonna mean everything to me. I want every young man to know 3 years he didn't see his son, to be able to not give up, to not lose focus, trust and believe in God, know that it's going to get done, know that it just takes time. God going to work things out in your favor. Man, let me tell you something, man. See, when his son make it back to out here and make it back to the house, man, that shit like a win for me, because that shit mean everything to him. And I want you to understand this, because you couldn't give to your kid then, God gonna be able to give to you now, so you could provide for not just
Keep
him.
your heart in that same place, bro.
Got
You have a good, genuine heart, and we all go through things. It's just, I feel like this. Let's make a promise right now. Let's let everything go that we've done wrong. All three of us, because we've all done things. I feel like me and Desmond have more blessings to go. We've made a lot of mistakes, and because of that, I feel like
that shit that you say. We need to let things.
we. That's it. So look. You've made mistakes. You admitted that, and I definitely appreciate your honesty.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
But me and you have made mistakes. He's made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. Let's put that shit behind right now. The only reason why you would feel insecure about yourself is because you're looking at shit in the past. You're not looking in the future. If you believe in yourself now, it's time to just let that shit go. So let's go of all the mistakes we made. You know, like let's just put them in the past. Let's put in the past right now, and let's put in the past and let's let it go and become a better person.
Right.
Because the only way to become better is to admit that you were wrong, which you've done, and to say, I'm gonna put that in the past. And I'm gonna grow from it. I'm gonna grow.
You gonna grow. You gonna grow.
You gonna grow?
Grow.
Yeah.
You gonna grow.
Grow.
Yes, sir.
I need it. You gonna grow.
I'm a grow.
I'm a what?
I'm a grow.
I'm a
Yeah.
what?
I'm a grow.
How much?
No. You're gonna let go and grow. Are you gonna let
I'm
go?
gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna just grow through it. I ain't gonna just go through it. I mean, I'm gonna grow through it.
Yeah. You're gonna go through it.
All right, y'all see
Okay.
what's going on. Say if he don't grow through it, and guess what? Y'all know one thing. Big Team 28, I could beat him. Yeah, I could beat him. I could beat him in arm wrestling, on chokehold.
Don't be surprised.
Be surprised what?
He might beat you.
I'll knock his ass out. Man, we talking about the one and only.
But most importantly, you're gonna let it go and you're gonna grow, bro. That's what you came here, and we like to help people grow. We like to ask questions, understand people, and we like to tell them what can help them. You know, if we know, I'm not no damn expert. I don't have a damn degree.
All right, we good. We good.
But at the same time, it doesn't mean I got God. He can give me a degree. You know what I'm saying? He can tell me we got God to show us that we're trying to be positive and we're trying to push people. And I feel like from what I've heard, that's what you got to do. You got to let go. Let go, because when we ask you questions, the reason why I said it, we asked you questions, and a lot of times you said, well, this happened. You know, I regret. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. I get it. But at this moment, we're letting go. Like I said, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. We're letting go, and we're growing from that letting go. Because like he explained earlier, just to bring one thing about myself about how my dad come here a year ago, I had to forgive him for a lot of things he did. You know what I'm saying? So we came here and we talked and we sat down, we even cried, you know, at moments. But it was just like the only way I can grow is to let go. So I have to not teach, but I have to spread that message of letting go and because we talked about forgiveness, but you have to forgive yourself.
Right.
You forgiving your dad, as you spoke up to, is cool. I mean, it's important, right? Really important. But forgiving yourself, is that more important? I think it is.
I think so. I think just forgiving my dad, man, is one thing, but forgiving myself, I just feel like I ain't never had a problem with me, myself, and I. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you just gotta hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and act like that something inside of you ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You wrong. Because your kids at the end of the day, man, they right there, man, watching and trying to make sure that you ain't a bad person, man. But I know I done wrong.
The only way you could ever believe that your kids don't look at you that way is to forgive yourself. You have to see yourself in that light. That's the only way you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to make the right moves.
You're right,
That's the first step.
Right,
it's like, look, I made mistakes. I have to forgive myself. It can hurt sometimes because you have to face what you've done. But after you do that, then you can look at everybody else and be like, I'm really sorry. Like, I really mean it, though. Like, the sorry means something. You know what I'm saying? Because when you forgive yourself, now the sorry is like, I'm sorry. All right, get away. You know, no, I'm really sorry. Like, for all my heart. Like, and once you approach people with that, like, it's an energy. It's like a frequency you tune into. It's a frequency you turn to. Like, when I say I'm sorry, I mean it. I know I didn't mean it last time. You know what I'm saying? But I meant it this time.
Yeah. And I feel like this, man. You and Desmond, man.
What's up with Big Team 28, man? You talking about Big Team 28?
There ain't no coincidence.
Let me tell you something.
Ain't no
man.
coincidence.
Let's get into this.
Let's
get into it like it, man. I wanna say two things before we get going. I got these two different beanies. Right here, D Phlo, and I want you to explain to the world why these beanies can't mess with the Jerziiheadz fitted.
You know,
Talk to me.
one thing is
we got these beanies. Talk now.
It's traditional.
All right.
You know, we figured that the old school version of the beanies is probably better than the new version, but you could tell it ain't no comparison.
It ain't no comparison. I see the material. I see the different things. I see the creativity. I see the ideas. I see what you got going on.
Right.
I see it's reversible. So
two different displays.
Different sides. So I see this the waist side.
So one hat can give you two different looks.
Yeah, most definitely. So when you gotta understand too, when you in the NFL, when you playing football or whenever any type of sport, when you going on a road, you wear the away. When you home, you wear the home side. So is a dark color for home, is the light color for away. And that's how you determine what team home and what team away. And he did that with the jersey, the creativity. It's like an NFL jersey. They got the home team and they got the away team. And what he did, he put it all in a jersey. So, like I said, we got Mama, this one personal. That's the home. And then when me and you on a roll, we got them Drop the Jewels, boy, with Let It Phlo, with D Phlo, beautiful daughters. And we got right there, me and you. So
that means if y'all want to get a hat, you can get two sides, two different customized. You know, you can customize both sides or whatever you want, right? That's what you're saying, right?
You can customize both sides with two pictures on each side. So that's two on home and two away.
And we also showed that we can actually do. He can actually do, showing the funny mic, you can do more than just two pictures.
You can do the graph.
Depends on how you want to do it.
However you want to do it.
If you want to do a fully 360 customizable hat, you can do that too.
That's what he did.
And that's on two sides.
That's on two sides. He did his thing. He did his thing, man. We talking about the Jerziiheadz, one that ever did it. He did something for me, and this shit hurt. This shit mean a lot to me. He took it back when Meek Mills posted, "Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal." When everybody went against me, Mama was still praying for me. When everybody closed the door, mama kept the door for me to come eat. When everybody didn't believe in me, mama trusted and believed and hit her knee. When everybody gave up on me, mama was still praying for me. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. Mama, I showed you why your son, your oldest son, your biggest son, your grown son was going to make it. Mama, I showed you. We on each and every platform. We got them drop the jewels, boys. Mama, we going to do it. Mama, we ain't going to never lose. Mama, I put my trust in God. Mama, I took the war wound. Mama, I turned it to positivity. Mama, I had to go through it. Mama, I was hurt. Mama, I have no money. Mama, I needed you. Mama, you fed my kids. Mama, you fed me. Mama, you opened the door. Mama, I slept on your couch. Mama, you let me use your couch. Mama, come on. I could have been walking, but Mama made sure that I drove a car. I didn't have gas to put in the car. Mama gave me a credit card. Mama, this your son. Mama, this one personal. God damn, man. When I couldn't give to my kids, Mama gave to me. When I didn't have nowhere to go, Mama showed up for me. D Phlo, I'm going to make sure my mama never had to go through the pain no more. Mama, this one personal. Mama, this one personal. We talking about not just your son, but your oldest son. Man, they thought I was going to be dead, but Mama, I'm living. They thought I was going to be on drugs, but Mama, I'm healthy. Mama, they thought your son wasn't going to make it. Mama, I'm fucking winning. Nigga, I want to give you a hug and tell you how much I love you. Nigga, from the bottom of my heart. God damn, nigga. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the hand. I appreciate everything. Mama, this one personal. You come through with them drop the jewel boy, man. That shit mean everything. D Phlo saw my vision and God saw my heart. And D Phlo didn't give up on me, and I didn't give up on him. We went through trials and tribulations, and that's why we one of the biggest and gonna be forever the biggest, because we ain't afraid to speak the truth. We ain't afraid to say when we lose. We ain't afraid to say when we winning. But man, I love you. I appreciate you coming through.
And we believe in what you're doing too, bro.
Most definitely.
Keep going. Don't stop. Don't slow down. Just go all in with it, bro.
Yes, indeed. Keep your queen on your side. I know she gonna test you. I know she gonna challenge you. I know she gonna be on your ass. But I tell you one thing. You ain't gonna be as good as she see you as, unless you trust and believe in her vision. I love you. Them drop the jewels, boys. Man,
So before we get out of here, go ahead and tell them where they can find you at and where they can order at.
Man, get up to the mic. Nigga, you ain't got lazy on.
Most definitely. This is the most important part, man. You can find me on Jerziiheadz, www.jerziiheadz.com.
So spell it out.
This way it's spelled is JERZIIHEADZ.
That's important. So say it one more time.
JERZIIHEADZ.
Most definitely. So look, before we get up out of here, every youth, every high school, every park ball, it doesn't matter what you play, any sport, he can make it happen. You ain't even gotta be in sport. If somebody,
any age.
If somebody passed away and you wanted to have something in their memory, instead of getting it on a shirt, you could get it on a hat.
Right.
He not just doing one side of the picture. He not just doing two sides of the picture. This the home side. And then he got the waist side. So he could put multiple colors on each side. He could put whatever you mean and whatever you want to put on each side. He let you know where you could find them at. He let you know the size the hat is. All size fit all. It doesn't matter what it is. He could get it done. I'm talking about the sickest that ever did it. And man, I'm talking about Big Team 28 and Drop the Jewels. That shit mean everything.
We co-sign this. We support this.
Damn sure co-signed this. Mama, this one personal, man. You fucking know I was losing, and Mama was still praying. Mama came and got me out of some damn situation. Boy, I didn't know how the hell I was going to overcome. Boy, everybody walked away. Everybody walked away. Everybody walked away. My mama was still praying. I told my mama to give up. I was ready to kill myself. Mama took me to the mental health. Mama took me to the
Come on.
Harris County. I was going
Come
through
on.
it. I was ready to kill myself, D Phlo. Why should I live when
Come on.
people don't trust and believe in me? I was ready to go. I was ready to die. Mama,
Come on.
kill me. Mama, take me away. God, I don't want to live no more.
Come on.
I got too much pain. I got too much hurt. I can't give to my children. I can't give to my children. Mama, I can't be the man that I want to be. But if you get me through the trials and tribulations, I'm going to overcome. They thought I was on drugs. They thought I was on heroin. They thought I was on coke. They thought I was on dope. I wasn't on nothing. I was just on rehab. I was just on relapse and trying to figure out why God didn't do what he said he was going to do, because I didn't be the man that I said I was going to be. I couldn't be a father. I couldn't be the dad. I couldn't provide, but now I'm winning. I could give them everything. They see me everywhere. They see me. I love my kids, Shira and Devin. I love you with all my heart. Daddy gonna willing. Daddy willing. Daddy will put it all on the line. Daddy willing to do anything that it takes to be great. Daddy ain't living for me. I'm living for you. I'm living for y'all. Shout out to, oh my God, nigga, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, nigga. I love you, nigga. Thank you for everything.
Please don't kill my boy. But no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. But bring it back to one more thing.
Okay.
That's why you put the mama personal mama.
Mama, this one.
Because I feel like that relates to you too.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
All right. Appreciate you. Bless you, man. Thank you so much, D Phlo.
Oh, man, we'll take this last little shot. Get up out of here, dog.